Hello everyone, welcome to Needful Things Again. Today on Needful Things Again, we're going to be working with a flat granny square. Yes, a flat granny square, just like this. So I'm going to teach you how to make this today. It's very simple. You can do lots of things with it. I'm using a medium weight yarn for my hook I'm using is an eye or a 5.25 millimeter. So to get started, I'm going to show you on this color. Make a slip knot. There's multiples of 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and at the end you'll add 2. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to pinch on that last one I just made, the third one there. And we're going to chain 2 more. 1 and 2. And now we're going to do a whole row of single crochets. And those first 2 are going to count as a single crochet. So in the third chain from the hook, I'm going to turn over. We're going to work in the back bumps to keep it a little bit more loose. We're going to pull up our loop. We have 2 on the hook, yarn over, pull through, single crochet. That's 2 because we're counting those first 2 chains as a stitch. Okay, so that's 2. We'll go into the back bump of the next stitch, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, single crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, give it a little pull, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I have 19 stitches on that last back bump. Okay, so we have our row of single crochets. I have 19. You'll do 3 plus 3 plus 3 as big as you want your blanket to be or whatever you're making. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. So we did this first row of singles. Now we're working from this way. We've chained 3. We're going to turn our work, and in that same first stitch there, we're going to do a double crochet, just like that. So we'll have the chain 3, which counts as a double crochet there, and then the double crochet in the same stitch right here. So now we're going to yarn over, and we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and in the third one we'll do 3 double crochets. If you don't know what a double crochet is, I have that on my channel, but I'll show you real quick. Yarn over, pull up a loop, you have 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, skip 2, 1, 2, go into the third one, do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, all in the same stitch. Here's what we're doing so far. Okay, yarn over, skip 2, 1, 2, go in the third stitch, 3 double crochets. Skip 2, in the third one, 3 double crochets. Skip 2, 1, 2, in the third one, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now we have 1, 2, 3 stitches left because we have the chain which counts as a stitch and then 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to have to finish the same way we started with basically 2 double crochets because this counts as a double crochet. So we're going to the very last stitch, that chain, which is right here. You'll have to pull it up. And we're going to do 2 double crochets. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And see, we finished the same way we started with the 2 double crochets. And the reason I want you to do it in the back bumps is so, like I didn't do it on this one, I'll show you. And see how it sort of rounds in there? I don't like that. And you have to work it out, maybe even block it. With this you won't have to because the stitches fall into place because the beginning chain was in the back bumps, which gives you that nice little braided look there, and it's a little bit more flexible. So we've chained 3, now we're going to turn our work. And we're going to yarn over. In our first space here, we're going to do 3 double crochets. Skip into the yarn over, go into the next space, do 3 double crochets. Yarn over, go to the next space, 3 double crochets. Yarn over, go to the next space, 3 double crochets. Also, you can slow this video down if you want to with your settings. If you want to watch it slower, and don't forget, you can pause it, freeze it, back it up, and do it again. Okay, yarn over, go into the next space, 3 double crochets. Now we have our last space, we'll do 3 double crochets. And then we have our last 2 stitches there. And look, here we started with just 1, which the 3 chains that counted as a double crochet. So here we'll just skip that stitch and go into the third chain here, that where we did the chain 3, and put a double crochet. And we're ending the row the same as we started. You see? because that chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so this double crochet, they're the same. So now we're going to chain 3, turn our work, and we're back to that same space where we were down here. So we've got the chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and in that space there we're just going to put 1 double crochet in that first open space there, between the first stitch there and there, right here in this little space here. And then we're going to just move on into the next space, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. You see what we did? So we have the chain and the double crochet, which counts as 2. Then on that row we have 1. Then we're back to the 2, the same as this one. Then the next one will be 1, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2, and it just repeats like that until you make it as large as you want to make your piece. So I'll keep moving across into the next space. We'll do 3 double crochets. You can use a different yarn, a different size hook, a different size yarn, it doesn't matter. Pattern's the same. It'll just make your piece bigger or smaller. And you know, I always would say that if it's the first time working a pattern, just make yourself a little sample and work on the stitch. Make sure you've got it down before you go chain 120 stitches and get to the end and you're like, wait a minute, I'm missing a stitch. You know what I mean? Get used to the pattern. So we're in our last space here, where we'll put 3. Now we have our 3 there, we have that space there, just like we had here. So we started with the 2, so we have to end with the 2. So we'll put 1 in the space, just like we did down there. And then in the third chain, 1, 2, 3, find that third chain and put a double crochet in there. Chain 3. And you see we finished the row as we started at 2, 2. So we'll turn our work. This time we're here on this row here where we only had the chain, and we'll move into the space and do 3 double crochets. Move on into the next space, 3 double crochets. Move on into the next space, 3 double crochets. Yarn over, move into the next space, 3 double crochets. Yarn over, next space, 3 double crochets. Next space, 3 double crochets. Yarn over, here's our last space here for 3 double crochets. And remember, we'll always end it the way we started it. So we'll have 3 double crochets in the space. And then we just have 3 chains on the end that counted as 1 double crochet. So we'll find that top of that third chain right here. Push through there. And you'll do 1 double crochet, just like we started down here. And also what I'm going to show you here, since this is an actual double crochet, I'm going to take it out, because I'm going to show you how to change color. Because I know that some of you probably want to change color. Sorry, you didn't want to see my arm flapping across there. I'm going to rip this piece out so I can add the color to it. Okay. Now what you do here, just to add your color, if you want to change your color, yarn over, go in that third chain top, we're going to do the double crochet, pull up your loop, and right here we would normally loop over like that with our color. So instead of doing that, we're going to put that to the side and just loop it over the hook. Grab that previous yarn so it doesn't pull large on you. Pull your new yarn through to finish the, oh, we're doing a double crochet, sorry. So we're going to do the first part, pull up the yarn, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops of the double crochet, then put it on your hook, sorry about that. Then put your yarn over your hook, like so. Hold that yarn and this yarn, and we're going to finish that double crochet with the new color. Okay? And then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to show you how to cut that. So we're going to cut our gray blue, if you will. And then I'm just going to give it a nice little knot. A little tuck-a-hoe, not too hard. You don't want to strain your stitches. A couple of times. The second one you can tie a little bit tighter. And we've changed our color. You can, right now you could turn it in and go this way with it, or I would sew it in later with my darning needle, or you could catch it in your edging when you go down the side to put an edging on. Okay, so here we are with our new color. We've got our chain 3. So we did 2 stitches here, 1 on the end here, so now we know we need to do another one here. So we'll do a double crochet in that first space with our new color. Then we'll yarn over and go into our next space, do our 3 double crochets. Yarn over, next space, 3 double crochets. We've changed the color, it is that simple. Some people like to cut theirs off and start like that. I just don't like to do that at all, because if you're in the middle of a piece, it's much prettier if you're doing any kind of mosaic work not to do that. I know a lot of people do it, and I've done it myself, depending on what I'm doing, if I wanted all my stitches to be the same on the same side. You have to do that, but you don't with this. So I'm just working across, doing the same thing we've been doing. I'm in my last space here. 3 double crochets. Like that, we're there. So we know we got to put, we had 2 on this end to begin. So we know we need 2 to end. So we put 1 in the space, just like the other end, double crochet. Then we put it in the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3. From the previous row. And do a double crochet. And we have the 2 just like we started. Chain 3. Turn your work. We had 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and now we're back to just 1, the chain 3, there's nothing to put there. Yarn over, move into our first space, 3 double crochets in the cluster. Yarn over, move into your next space, do 3 double crochets for the cluster. It's a bevy of clusters. We're in our last space. We'll do 3 double crochets. And however we started here, which was with our chain, which counts as a double, we'll finish in our chain 3 at the top chain with a double crochet, chain 3, turn your work, and just keep repeating those 2 rows. Basically is all you do. And when you get done, you can make yourself an edging on the bottom, or you can put fringe, and you can make it this size, or you can make it bigger, wider. Just remember the count is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 at the end, and that 2 counts as your first single crochet. So that was 2, this was 1. So now we're back to needing 2 because we have a space here in the beginning, like the space here. We have our first chain that counts 3 chains. It counts as a double crochet, so we'll put a double crochet right in that first open space. And we've started with that 2 on the end again. Yarn over, move into the next space. And I think you probably have a good hang of it by now and realize, oh, this is so much easier than I thought it would be. And so now you have another skill. Okay, so let me get my third one here in this space. And here we have 2 at the end, so we got to have 2 here. So we'll put 1 double crochet in that space, same as before, and then 1 in the top, the third chain here. 1 double crochet there, so we end with 2 like we started with 2 down here. Chain 3 and turn, except that's where you would chain 3 and turn and just keep repeating those 2 rows until you make it as big as you want to. And this is what you're creating. So we're going to end it the same way we started it, with a row of single crochet, so that you know how to end it. So we've chained 1, but we're going to chain 2. And that's going to count as our first single crochet. And then we're going to go into the next stitch, single crochet, then we have the 3 clusters, and you'll just single crochet across, and you can change colors, of course, as many times as you like to. It's your piece. I just wanted to make sure you could see how to change the color in a very simple and easy way without cutting your yarn and having to retie it and worry if you're tying it in the right stitch. You know, that might be a little confusing if you're just learning. So we'll get our last single crochet in there. Cut your yarn, leaving enough tail to sew in. And there you are with your flat granny square crochet. Very simple. And you can, like I said, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. You can make it as long as you want it. You can make it any way you like it. Have fun!